And we will have an interview with Her Excellency Sirpa Manpa, the Ambassador of Finland.
Welcome to Aseannewsroom, Ambassador. Let me start by asking you this. What can we read from the sentiment of the Finnish voters following the Sunday's election? From my understanding, True Finns Party and also Socialist Democrats, who are both Eurosceptics parties, have been gaining quite significant ground, from this election. And so, what's lying ahead, for Finland's politics?
Yes, definitely, they have been gaining ground. The Eurosceptic party, True Finns, gained almost 20% of seats in the new parliament, and Social Democrats, the largest opposition party, which in fact earlier had been taking us to the core of European integration, has taken more critical positions lately, particularly towards EU packages for the indebted member countries. But of course, in the elections, there were also purely domestic key issues. True Finns and Social Democrats defend welfare policies, and they are concerned that income disparities grew during the previous center-right government.
Yes. So do you think that the National Coalition Party will have a difficult time, negotiating with the Eurosceptics Party in order to form the next coalition government?
Yes, but it will try its best. As the National Coalition Party got most seats, it has the first possibility to try to form a majority government. Its leader has already very politely expressed his respect for the democratic voice for change by the Finnish voters, and also his readiness to negotiate seriously with the nationalist True Finns. In fact, the True Finns share many conservative values which have traditionally been subscribed to by the National Coalition Party. The leaders of the three biggest parties, National Coalition Party and these two former opposition parties, Social Democrats and True Finns, all commented immediately after the elections that any party that has received such a great number of seats is in principle eligible to join government. They all will negotiate seriously and have promised to make compromises.
So when the new coalition government is formed, do you think that Finland will change its policy toward the Eurozone?
Well, no party has suggested that Finland should leave the Eurozone and give up the common currency euro. But in the issues of Europe's bailouts, Finland's new government might become more critical than the previous one.
Because so far Finland has pledged about 8 billion euros in guarantees of a total of 440 billion in total euros main bailout fund. If this amount is going to be increased, do you think that the Finnish people will accept this?
That really will be an important question for the parties when they negotiate about the new government program. Finland's parliament indeed is exceptional in EU in that it can vote on whether it will approve the EU bailout packages. As you mentioned, there have been support packages for Greece, and the opposition parties, which now gained ground in the elections, they voted against the support package for Greece, but it passed with the government votes. The True Finns in general oppose the bailout efforts, and also the Social Democrats, they have set conditions of increased investor responsibility before they are willing to approve the package for Portugal. But as said, all of them have promised that they will negotiate and they are ready for some compromises.
But since the Eurozone operates on a consensus basis, if there were any shift in policy in Finland, do you think that would affect the policy of the Eurozone as a whole?
Many of these decisions are really pioneering ones, and the rules are not yet quite clear, and how does one make exceptions. So that is not only up to Finland, it is for all of the members to discuss and decide.
And how do you view the European debt crisis going on at the moment? Do you think that it will improve anytime soon, or we will have to get worse first?
Well, not, let's say, in the very short term, but of course we hope that in the medium term then all these resolutions will help Europe come out of this crisis.
Mm-hmm. How about Finland's financial position as a whole going forward?
Yes, on the whole, Finland has been going forward, so we are not in such a crisis as the other corners of Europe.
Mm-hmm. So Europe will continue to be a major important market, for Finland.
Well, definitely. It really is. The integrated market is our main market, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And how about Thailand or ASEAN? What's the relationship between Finland and this part of the world at the moment?
Of course, Asia is, as it is growing and drawing up the world economy, it is a very important, increasingly important market for all countries in Europe, including Finland.
Mm-hmm. And you see that this role will continue to expand further?
Yes, it definitely looks like that.
Thank you very much, Ambassador, for joining our program.